Hello and welcome to the Tarkis Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be talking motorcycles. I have featured a 350 Royal Enfield on my channel going on a year now. I bought it last spring. I've done a few videos here on my YouTube channel. This video is about my future bike. What I did is I went into Island Auto Haven here in Grand Isle, Vermont and spoke to Sean, and he's got this bike sitting in his showroom. It's a 2025 model. It's a Himalaya 450. And this, the one that he's got featured on his website, is got the golden brown look that's similar to my Classic, my 350 Classic. Again, if you've been following my channel, I've been featuring that bike. This bike here I'll be featuring this spring. I put an order in for it. The bike is a beautiful looking bike. It doesn't have as much chrome features as my Classic, because if you look at my other motorcycle, it's got the old school look of the 1970s, a lot of chrome on it. This is more of a sports looking bike. And when I looked at it in his showroom, I said to myself, I had to have it. Now the bike here on his website is priced at $5,999. I think that's a fair value for it. It's a 450, whereas my other bike is a 350. So the displacement's a difference of 100. Now, I've been told by Sean that the way they designed this bike is you're getting a little bit more performance than what you would expect out of just that 100 gain. As I asked him, I said, you know, my 350 performs, I'm really happy with the 350. For local driving through the islands, I put about 3,000 miles on that bike, and I only owned it for one summer. And that should tell you the amount of fun, the amount of respect I have for that bike. It's really a great bike. But I was thinking, oh, I'd rather have a bike, also own a bike that could perform a little faster than that. Because I think the top speed of the 350 is about 65 miles, 70 miles an hour. Top speed with this bike, I'm being told, is 100 miles an hour. Its get up and go is a little faster. And you obviously, you look at this bike, you know that. I mean, this bike screams performance. This bike, you know, this screams like you want to go fast. I mean, just looking at it, it's like screaming at me like I want to go fast, where my other motorcycle has that mellow look to it, like just sit back and enjoy the ride kind of thing. So I wanted to put your eyes on this because I'm going to be owning it in a couple months. The details on his website are here. If you wanted to go to the website, I'll link the website below so that you will have this link and can read it for yourself. I am going to jump to another website now just so that you can see the one that I'm buying. This is the one I'm buying. It's just that Sean doesn't have this color on his website and doesn't have more pictures where this site does. This is another Royal Enfield dealer. Actually, this Royal Enfield dealer is selling it for more money. Same motorcycle, he's selling it for what, $100 more? I wanted to put your eyes on these photos is because it gives you a better appreciation of what you're getting with the motorcycle. Look at that exhaust. That exhaust screams performance. The whole way it looks gives you that dirt bike, I want to go fast vibe. And the tires, you can get them in tubeless or solid. And I actually asked him to get me the ones that are tubeless, or the ones that, you know, are plastic or whatever, rubber all the way to the rim. He was explaining that they line those tires up in a perfect way so that you get the best performance with them. I've never owned a motorcycle where you didn't have to blow the tires up, so I figured, why don't we do that as part of my, you know, featuring this bike on my YouTube channel to talk about what the, you know, if there's a difference or if there's a feel difference to the performance of the bike versus tires that you have to blow up versus tires that are solid all the way through. And we'll get there, you know, when I get on this bike and drive it and show you future videos on it, then we'll be able to talk about that. I mean, the suspension looks beautiful, just the way the tires look kind of angled. It just screams like I wish to go fast. And what I love about the bike's coloring is the yellow against the black. It just screams like, you know, get on me and ride me. I mean, it looks great. It's got this roll bar thing in front of the gas tank. You can see it there. So I guess if you dump the bike, the gas tank won't take damage. It's got standard, pedaling for where your feet go. The suspension, as you can see, it's got that. It looks like it's got that one shock that goes from the back tire to the frame there. My actual e-bike is built like that, and that handles pretty well. Overall, it looks like it's going to be a fun ride. It looks like it's got everything I want. It's got the fuel economy. I don't know what this person's put on their website. They don't have much details. They're not screaming much details either here. I guess you could request more information. Let's go back to Sean's page real quick. Again, this is Island Auto Haven in Grand Isle, Vermont, where I purchased my other bike. And again, that other bike, perfect. No complaints whatsoever. No complaints whatsoever. It's just that this bike was just screaming at me. Sean knows what he's doing when he takes a bike like this, puts it together, and sticks it right in the front of as soon as you walk in the door, the bike's there, and it's like wow, it's like this thing just jumps right in your face and says, buy me, get on me and ride me. Man, if I could get the bike today, even though it's like 10 degrees outside, I'd find a way to get on the road and drive it. That's where I'm at with it. It's just a beautiful looking bike. They've designed it, this water weighting, this engines and water don't mix, but adventurers for river crossings go hand to hand. So we developed this Himalaya with a high up air intake under the tank to keep you from rolling when the rivers are running high. The thing is designed, I should have said this, it's designed to be on-road and off-road. So if you're buying this bike, you can be on both. You can register it, insure it, highway driving, back road driving, and then if you've owned some land or if you just want to go off-road, you can do that with this bike because they've designed it that way. The seat height is been adjusted for that off-road. It just screams to me that this is going to be a fun bike. It just does. And I wanted to put your eyes on it, put your eyes on the website here, Sean's website. If you're in the Vermont area, you can reach out to them. You could either stop by or call them. They got a Facebook page where you can reach out to them. It definitely looks like it's going to be generally fun to ride. Now let's just go back to this. Just want to see if they've, look at I'm going to see if I can pause this picture. Okay. So look at where the mirrors are too, where they come up and flare out. So I found that I had those added because my other motorcycle had kind of a similar things. And what I ended up doing was adding the mirrors to the very end here. And I'm hoping that might be an option. It looks like these will work. And on my other bike, they did work. But I found myself kind of having to shimmy to the side a little bit to really kind of use them correctly. So what I ended up doing was getting these mirrors that plugged here and they came out to an L shape, and those worked beautiful. So again, we'll look into that in the future. I'll talk to Sean about, I imagine it's all universal. I imagine I'll be able to get the same add-on mirrors that are out to the side here, because those worked beautiful. Just that how Royal Enfield's, if you're a bigger guy, a wider guy, and you're trying to use these stock mirrors, sometimes you gotta just have to shimmy to one side to kind of get the full view, which I guess is okay. But again, I'll let you guys know if I can get the add-on the mirrors, because my bike, my current bike, and I'm really happy that they were out there farther. All right, well, I want to thank you for watching my video. Thank you for joining me, and this has been the Tarkis Zone.